Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome back to another best of 3. Today we have Dark versus hero played in the Kung Fu Cup, and as always with all Chinese tournaments we'll be watching the clean feed that gets provided to us. I know it's not ideal, but it is what it is. It is either this or, well, no games whatsoever, because this is all we have at the moment, my dear friends. This is all we have. There's lots of big tournaments going on, so there's not too many small tournaments, online tournaments, which usually release replays being ran. And yeah, the only ones we still have are the KFC. The KFC being the Kung Fu Cup, of course, not the Kentucky Fried Chicken. I wouldn't mind if Kentucky Fried Chicken ran a cup either. Should contact my local McDonald's. I guess the local McDonald's wouldn't sponsor an online tournament that has like a global audience. But if you go to like the big global brand of McDonald's, they it's peanuts for them. It's too small to just host a weekly cup. However, if you or anyone you know happens to be in charge with McDonald's and the advertising, or you know someone that works at advertising of a large firm, and they need someone that is capable of hosting tournaments for them, just send them over to me, my friends. I can promise you great results. The StarCraft 2 community in general loves fast food. They love tech. They're smart, intelligent. Most of the time they're above 25, so they can invest in things other than ramen. You know, if you say, hey, I know someone that needs some product advertised and wants to also invest in the StarCraft community, yeah, that's a win-win really. Send them over to me. You know, I got some sweet deals for you lined up. Don't worry about that. Anyways, 6 links here are being produced for Dark as he opens up with a hatch on the gold base. That's the modern standard, really. It's what we're doing these days, or it's what Zergs are doing these days. A gold base as their first, both on this particular map as well as on Equilibrium. They're capable of doing that, of course, and it makes these maps a little bit harder than they're supposed to be. One of the annoying side effects of them taking this forward base is that the creep reaches your third extremely quickly as well, which I always find very frustrating to deal with. What in the world is this? Hero decided to send his first Stalker right across the map. This is extremely uncommon, and it's very uncommon because, well, usually it doesn't do any damage. This time, however, it's going to get 3 link kills, I think. Now starts working on this Overlord. 6 more links are in production. Speed is about to finish up in 20 seconds or so. Stalker's going to make the long haul back home. A long trip back home. Goes for a Dark Shrine. A DT drop. Now, this is one of those things we don't really see anymore. There's one player that plays it, and that is Gerald, a Polish Protoss player. And he's actually the only player I am familiar with, I'm aware of at high level, that has this build in his, well, in his toolbox, really. All the other tosses, they say, no, this build is garbage, this build sucks, I can't win with it. But here we have Hero, the guy known for brilliant Oracle harass, opening up with a Prism, 3 gates and a Dark Shrine. Double Spores on the way here for Dark, who seems to be extremely aware as to what is going on. These are early freaking spores, and these are early roaches off of 2 gas. Dark is in the know. Dark is absolutely aware as to what Hero's tricks are. He hasn't even scouted anything. He saw the Stalker and that was enough. This is a huge gamble, by the way, by Dark. Like early spores, fast roaches off of 34 workers. Like that is a crazy amount of investment in a defense that you're not sure you're going to need. He has no workers at all. It's legit none. 31, 34. Yeah, it's not legit none, but it's very close to legit being none. As Creepjor is gonna get slashed here. So despite this hold, one could wonder, how good is Dark's position really? I mean, he's down in workers. Yes, he's mining more because of the gold. So I guess his position is fine, really. The only thing that matters is mining, not so much how many drones you have. If you're mining more on less workers, then it's good for you, you know? 8 more drones on the way. Dark feels confident enough in his ability to drone up right now. I still don't really mind the position that Hero is in either, though. And that's rare because he opened up with a DT drop. Usually I always hate the position that Protoss players are in when they open DT drop. This Archon will fall. will absolutely fall. So that's minus 250 minerals, minus 250 gas there. Didn't achieve anything whatsoever. Prism trying to make its way in towards the main base. There's a Robo Bay here as the follow-up. Double Immortal into Robo Bay. Still on only 2 bases is hero. He's not planning on taking a third just yet, as this Archon is getting caught off guard. Okay, almost dies. Very close to losing all of his shields. This is just a painful little opener for hero, or it's turning into a painful little opener. I thought his position was still fine, but losing that Archon, not dealing any damage. Oh, actually, never mind here. 2 DTs get warped. 2 kill 2 queens. That's nice. Dark seems to be very keen on attacking here. And hero seems to be very keen on staying on 2 base. I think this is absolutely fine for Dark, though. Look at the mining right now. 2,600 minerals against 1,900. Just because of that gold, having a lower worker count just doesn't bother you as much. 4 more Overlords on the way for Dark. Earlier he built 6 already. Kind of sloppy when it comes to that macro. 2 gases on the way as well. The position is awkward for Dark. We can definitely state that. It's an awkward position for Dark, with these bases being all split. The Prism technically can fly in anywhere at any point, and it's hard to spot because you can't put Overlord in areas that aren't that space, because then the Archons will just catch it. 2 Zealots will get taken out as Creep Tumors here get slashed down as well. Zealots now showing up. This is a serious push out here coming out of hero. I'm not sure how serious Dark needs to take it though. It seems like a smaller army than what Dark has. Dark has 28 Roaches and 3 Ravagers. Now moving forward, Disruptor Shot is going to connect with absolutely nothing. And hero runs back home to safety. Queen will get targeted down. And the Archons leave. Blink behind this. Dark still only on 48 workers. Now throws down a 4th base as well as an Evo chamber. So pretending like he's willing to go into a macro game, while in reality still holding down that Roach button. 37 Roaches, 3 Ravagers, 8 more Roaches on the way. These 2 Disruptors need to get some big hits. As there's 2 Immortals here on the top side. Battery's gonna get sniped without really being of any major use. That's an okay Purification Nova. I think it got 3 or 4 Roaches. Next Purification Nova gets sent out will just function as a zoning tool here. There's 1 more Disruptor shot available right now, as Dark has lost some forces to the Immortals as well, and now is allowing hero to completely recharge. This is somewhat surprising to me. Maybe Dark realizing that he can't quite kill. As a result, now goes back home, starts his melee upgrade, Baneling Nest. The gold must be getting close to running out. Yeah, there we go. Look at that income graph as well, heavily in favor of hero right now, because, well, there's only 2 gold patches remaining. This is a lot of Roaches, but the Roaches are not that great against Disruptor plus Immortal. Just against Immortal, really, they suck. Disruptors, of course, helping out as well. Banelings are going to be the answer to this coming out of Dark. The thing with Baneling styles often is that if you don't have better eco than the Protoss, you're just going to lose the game. Because Banelings are a unit that kind of inherently are cost inefficient. They're super expensive, but they're very good at trading. They're always good at trading. They can lower your opponent's supply real fast. And then you can remax quickly as a Zerg because they have a low production time. That's the beauty of the Bane. That's where its strength is. The strength isn't in being a cost-efficient unit. And that's what Dark needs right now. He needs cost-efficient units because he's down in eco. As Disruptor shots here being sent out. Seems to me like hero is the one that's trying to be as cost-efficient as possible. There's no observer with this army. There is an observer on the map. I'm just not sure where it is right now. Would love to see some of these Creep Tumors being sniped as this Disruptor shot gets a big hit. 2 Ravagers, 5, 6 of those Roaches in there as well. There's still 3 Disruptors remaining. But while on creep, hitting them Purification Novas is just going to be absolute hell. Big blink forward. Hero is risking it all, putting a lot of axe in this basket. And how sturdy is the basket? Well, it seems to me that it's sturdy enough. Another Purification Nova is going to hit, this time just the Queens. Prism does get sniped down. That means reinforcements will take a little bit longer to arrive. But Dark just doesn't have a whole lot of units. 5, 6 more Roaches do show up. DT in the mix as well. So there's no serious detection, no mobile detection, only a Spore there. that allows Dark to see it. He actually might have dealt some serious damages. These Stalkers are being pulled back. Where's that Observer that I know is on the map? Just to clear these tumors would be huge to have. Makes it so much easier to micro, to kite with Stalkers, but also of course just to hit any type of Purification Nova. Bunch of Ravagers now on the way. Nice little zoom in here by our Observer. As the Purification Nova, yep, it will not connect. This is on creep. You're not gonna get those connections. Dark meanwhile teching into a hive. Perhaps to try and go for Adrenal Glands. I wonder if Vipers have priority over Adrenal Glands in this case. Because Vipers would be great, but you'd need multiple Vipers for it to be useful. So I think it's too expensive. Yeah, it goes for Adrenal instead. I think that's a very good call. Huge upgrade, of course, for Zerg. As there are 61 workers for Dark against the 66 of his opponent. Dark is double expanding at the same time. Bunch of Ravagers here. Now, these Ravagers are a terrible unit, but they're great at one thing, and that's not dying, at least for now. The moment the supplies get higher, the Ravager really falls off hard as a unit. It's just not very supply efficient whatsoever. I'd rather have something else in there. Now these Ravagers, yeah, not doing a great job at protecting the Creep Eater. Adrenal almost halfway done, and I think the only way that Dark can try and come back into this game is by getting some large Ling Run-bys, and he attempts one. Let's get shut down instantly here by the Stalkers being in the middle of the map. As long as hero just has cannons, he has units in the wall, I'm having a difficult time seeing him lose this game. A couple of Banes do go down there. Perhaps an Infestor would be good here in combination with the Biles, but Infestor is also quite expensive, so perhaps not great. Here is a unit in the wall. These Lings will get taken out. Adrenal's not quite done yet either, so Lings just weak all around. Gold base is going to get taken out. 4 base versus 5 in favor of Dark. Dark, however, down 4 workers. Ling Run By is going to find something here. Adrenal still not quite done. It will finish in time just to get pushed back by these Stalkers. Dark supply block currently. And his +2 is about to finish up. I still believe that Ling Run Bys are truly the only thing that he can do. Without Ling Run Bys, there's nothing here for him. Like, he can't fight. He needs to force his opponent to attack into him. And that's exactly what he's doing. A bit of a move command forward or with the Ravagers though. Yeah, stop. That's just way too large here. GG gets called. And hero wins game number 1 here on Alcyone. Game number 2 starts off with a pool that is earlier than most pools. Actually, it is the earliest of pools, as this is the 12 pool. The pool build at 12 supply, which is the amount of workers you start with. For the people that haven't played the game since Wings of Liberty or Heart of the Swarm, back then that was a 6 pool. This is the 6 pool equivalent, but it is slightly better at transitioning into a macro game than 6 pool ever was. This is a lot less all-in. It is also, I'm not sure if it's less powerful actually. And you can still die if you don't scout it, but I can't recall how good 6 pool actually was back in the day. I really have no memory of that build. Did I ever struggle? I think we struggled with the 6 pool because there were a lot of 4-player maps. You scouted someone last and you lost the game. It's hilarious. I love that. Second gate's gonna get thrown down here and will complete the wall. Oh, should have blocked that hatchery. Actually, should he? I'm not even sure how important it is. If they don't build the hatchery on the wall, I don't actually care if they build a hatch on my natural. They can do what they want. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, build the hatchery there. Like, what are you gonna do? Build a queen? No, you can't. It needs to be cancelled. It's obvious to everyone here involved in this process is that hatchery is going to get cancelled. 100%. It can't finish. It is simply not possible. As the Lings here start working on that gateway. And now the Lings pull back. And this has just been an absolutely pathetic attempt of an attack here coming out of Dark. This is 6 Lings total. He's now building 2 more. I think this is to clear the pylon that has been built in his natural. So it's gonna go up to 10 Lings total. Anyway, but look how delayed his hatchery is over here. Oh my god. Now, of course, the nexus of his opponent is also going to be late, but Dark is floating. He was floating 600 minerals, and that is still with a hatch on the other side of the map, which he'll surely will cancel. Guys? All right. I am not entirely sure here what the appropriate response is out of hero and what he is going for. I think a glaive adept timing off of 4 gates. So kind of a counter all in. I'm just not entirely sure because this is a very different scenario than I'm used to. Pylon's gonna get spotted. Okay, yeah, it's going to be glaive adept. Dark is still floating a casual 500 minerals. Love to see it. Absolutely adore that play. Now that pylon got spotted though, that is actually a pretty major issue. Unless these adepts, I don't think they're gonna be in time. That pylon is definitely gonna fall. Yep, it went down. I could see the supply go down. Our observer for now didn't quite decide to show it. 4 adepts are out. As a roach warren is on the way. It's gonna finish that? No shot. Yeah. There's almost no links though here, really. Wait, what's happening over here? Oh my god, this is pure chaos. This entire game is just pure chaos. The adepts are now being shaded out. There's 6 links in the main base though. I think there's still a zealot there somewhere, but I ain't seeing it work. Warp gate has finished up. The glaive is about to finish as well. This game is ridiculous right now. Absolutely ridiculous. Roach Warren has finished up. And the first 3 roaches do start as well. It is 2 base versus 1 base. We're 4 minutes and 22 seconds into the game. This build is actually mental, you know that. Like whatever Dark is doing here, I'm surprised to say that it is kind of working, but not really at the same time. Maybe? I don't know, because the thing is, if these adepts kill like 5-6 workers, okay, let's say if they kill 8 workers, which I think is a reasonable amount of works to kill if you shade in with 8 adepts. I think that might just be game. Like if you... I'm not sure if it's true though. I just don't know what is true here. This is a scenario I'm just not super familiar with. Adepts are going to start attacking this hexer, which is of course the correct move. Now finish their shade, which is also the correct move. Links are going down. Now we start targeting these drones, hopefully. I think just any amount of drones you take out here is huge. Just huge, 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 huge. There's still 9 adepts remaining. The links have now largely disappeared. I'm just not seeing an ending here. That's a Dark Shrine, which did get scouted. But there's no Spore on the way yet. Dark is winning this fight with these roaches. Definitely winning that fight. It might not look like he's winning the fight, but he definitely was. The thing is that if you lose a roach for an adept, that's a good trade, right? Because adepts are slightly more expensive. So we're all about cost efficiency right now. 7 workers there and down. That's actually a pretty freaking big deal. As 1 base DT, 6 minutes into the game. This is the latest DT rush that I've seen in my entire life. This would have even been late in Wings of Liberty. It has been scouted. Observer points it out once more. And now the DT show up, GG gets called, and hero wins this series. This was a very special series. Starting with a DT drop, ending with a DT rush. Okay. 1 base DT rush coming out of hero after getting his natural blocked. I'm not even quite sure how to describe these games. If I have to tell this to someone else. That's going to be it for me today. Thanks all so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all of you next time. Ciao, ciao.